Howdy doody. I was asked how I got my blood magics up. And this mod, what's the mod again? It's called Blaze Skyblock. Blaze Skyblock. So this is my current setup right now. As you can see, it's really upgraded. It's tier 5, if I call it quickly. But I got the entire redstone setup, and I want to say tier 2. Maybe tier 1. You don't even need displacement moons to have this be done automatically. It's just really slow. So the primary input to the system is this hopper over here. Ignore this crafter. I have it set up to be like autocraft all the various things one could need. But you have the hopper, which is where you have inputs go in, and we have this buffer chest, very important, and another hopper down here. So we have two places where the system gets. We'll get to that later. We have two places where the system gets from. We have this hopper, which is red, and this the blood altar itself is red. So what's this blood altar? The comparator on the blood altar measures how much blood it has, right? So right now, since it's full of blood, this should be getting its power level is 15. So right now I have another comparator here that detects if the power level is 15. And if the power level is 15, meaning it's filled up, this torch goes off, which goes into up over here, This is it's an ore gate, one piece of redstone, with this hopper. So whenever a item goes through this hopper, it sets off this comparator, and this is a create pulse extender. Right now it's set to 2 ticks because like this is hella fast. In the early game I had this set to I think like 15 seconds. And that measures so that's on for whenever an item goes through this hopper and 15 seconds. So what happens is that let's say we want like a stack of slates, for example. You can see each time so it's not actually working because we have it too fast. Let's go put it at 6 seconds. For these crafts, so whenever a stone goes through, it turns on this pulse extender, which then locks this hopper. So this hopper is going to always put stone into this chest if it doesn't have its own signal. But whenever an item goes through this hopper, it makes this hopper turn off for however long we have this pulse extender. And you might wonder, and this system ensures that the blood altar is always filled with blood. So we're never crafting with less than the maximum amount of blood, which is useful if your blood production can't, or your bound displacement moons can't keep up with the crafting going. You might wonder why we need both of these. Why we also need the hopper when check if the item's going into it, when we could just check the size of the tank. The issue is you can see the current amount of blood in the altar with Rayla, right? So now we have 66 buckets of the stuff. There's a second hidden internal tank. So when an item goes into it, as you can see, it's not immediately draining the blood, even though it is crafting right now, because it's crafting the second tank. And only after, like, if the second tank empties out, does it actually start taking from the main tank. So that's why we need another thing over here in this pulse extender business, so that we don't send, because there's a few seconds where this main tank is getting out. So most of this can also be done with like a analog lever from Create. I don't know, I forgot about it. But yeah, it's mainly we measure this. I check to make sure if the tank is filled, and check to make sure that's not an item going through in the past few seconds. If either the tank is not filled, full, or an item has recently gone through, we lock this hopper. And that's essentially how the entire system works. We also have how the items actually get out. At this stage of the game, I have a importer right now with all the things I want to take out of the chest. Earlier on, you could use a filtered chute from Create, But if you're super early on and have access to neither of those things, what you can do is you could do a hopper. Grab a hopper. Let's see. This is a good example. Put underneath. I don't know why that had. Anyway, I put underneath, and if you're say crafting redstone, put one redstone nest in each of these out. Now, it's not gonna. If you have like some crimson, what's it? What do you need to craft it? If you're crafting in here, it's not getting pulled out. But redstone is going to be pulled out. Super ghetto item filter right there. And obviously you can't put another hopper underneath this, or else all of the slots would drain out. But that's a good way to do it in the very early game. Let's put you back up. Alright, and that should be it. Of how this works. Everything else is just like, you know, we put some AE into it. We have the bloods coming in through here, but you can fix that yourself. Everything else should be pretty simple. It's just mainly this entire contraption right here. For blocking this hopper whenever, like, an item has been gone through, and whenever the tank is not completely filled. Alright. See ya.